followers. She makes content. She has the TV show. I get her life is busy, especially being a new mom. I get it. You know, holidays are coming up. She wants to spend time with her family. She's getting off parole. That's exciting for anybody, whether you hate them or love them. You know, I think if she can take 20 minutes out of her day, make 20 minutes out of her day and just sit here and say, you know what, let's talk about the medical in prison. Something. Or victims, you know.
She tried talking about the healthcare. I mean, not the healthcare. She tried talking about the mental health. And Nadatha has been, with all of her power, trying to prove that Gypsy's lying. When the phone call she made to the prison said that you get a counselor. Okay, getting intense therapy, one-on-one therapy, is not something that is easy to come by. I'm talking about once a month, once a week. I'm talking about consistent. That's the kind that Gypsy would have needed, which is what Gypsy was talking about. Every single time that Nadatha makes these videos saying Gypsy she took all those classes. She had group therapy. Went to our counselor. You know, she had the type of therapy. I've seen documents proving this. Okay. But every time Nadatha does that, you know what she does? She's saying that the mental health system in prisons doesn't really need for reform when it comes to that kind of mental health. And yes, they do. And I've made videos on this and she's mocked me. I don't really care. To me, I feel like, I'm not talking about all of her videos, but when she does this, she has been so adamant on proving that Gypsy got exactly the type of healthcare that mental health care that she needed. How would she know that? Like, in what she's doing, every time Gypsy has tried to talk about this, people dog the fuck out of her. Like, or people like Nadatha, like, people take Gypsy as a joke because of people like Nadatha. Like, oh yeah, Nadatha's the truth. Gypsy, she does not know anything about Gypsy's mental health care in prison. She does know nothing. I don't care how many times she went to prison. I don't care if she was in it. I don't care if she was her fucking roommate from the day Gypsy was in there to the day she left. Only Gypsy knows her situation in prison when it came to her mental health care. And I've seen documentation proving exactly what Gypsy has said. And it's like, no one cares. They think Gypsy's a big joke and they think, oh, she never wanted it, all because of people like Nadatha and Fancy who lie. And I'm sorry, but it is a lie. And all that's doing, like, why are you, as a mental, okay, even if you don't believe Gypsy, why is she so adamant? As someone who is a advocate for for prison reform, why is she so adamant on proving that that what Gypsy says needs reforming and mental health care isn't true? I don't get why she's like, can you imagine? I've never met an advocate be so determined to advocate for the opposite of what she's supposed to be advocating for. It doesn't make sense to me. Genuinely, it doesn't. Like, I wish she would have a conversation with me about it, but she won't.
I think the issue when it comes, I don't know, a lot of the things that Gypsy says in prison. Now, I'm not going to speak for her. I ain't going to speak for her. But I do know that therapy, you can get therapy in there, one-on-one therapy.
That's not what Gypsy said. Psychotherapy and psychodynamic therapy is not the same as just one-on-one therapy. And the resources, you would know this, the resources are stretched so thin. And not every person that comes through that prison can have one-on-one therapy multiple times a week. It's just not happening. And it's like, and it's sad because there are people in those prisons that need that. That they need that. Not everybody, but they do.
No, I mean, if you want therapy or if you want to be assessed by a doctor, I guess I should say, if you want to get an assessment, you write a kite, you do whatever, and then you get seen by a doctor and they determine if you need psychiatric medication or therapy, or you get what I'm saying?
Right. I'm talking about specific types of therapy. That's what Gypsy was trying to advocate for, but everybody shut her down because there are some prisons, including the ones she was in, that do not have specific types of therapy that prisons need. And nobody listened to her to get that. But I know that because I've had personal conversations with her about it, but nobody else wants to listen to her. But Skip, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about very specific therapies that she was not able to get until she walked out of the prison.
There's specialized therapies for the things that for the traumas and things. But I mean, because you can't just go to regular one-on-one therapy. I mean, you can, but I mean, there's specialized therapists for certain traumas. You know what I mean? Like when we had to address the unaliving of my goddaughter, it's a specialized grief. We had to go to specialized counselors for how do you say it? can you, can you even say it on here, unaliving by themselves?
Like, agree.
Yeah, that. Yeah. So when that happened with my goddaughter, we had to find a specialized therapist for that. That is not something you just roll into regular, one-on-one therapy and expect that you're going to get what you need. You see what I'm saying? So you're saying, I'm saying the specialized trauma therapists are what she was trying to advocate for, and she got beat down for it.
So what you're basically saying
every time she does anything to advocate, she gets fucking beat down for it.
So what you're saying is that she didn't do the therapy that they offer because she needed more extensive therapy.
No, here's the thing. She did do this is, I don't know where people get that idea from. Like,
no, hold on. Do not put that sentence in my mouth. That is not what I said. I did not say that. I did not say she did not take that therapy because she was. No, I did not say that.
People say. A lot of people.
That's not what I said.
She's saying. So you're saying she refused? No, she took.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
But no, a lot of people. I know what you're talking about, Skip. A lot. Fancy has said that. I mean, Nathan has said that. A lot of people have said that. Skip, I am telling you, I have. Okay, so when you go in, you would know this. You get like evaluated or whatever, and like there's certain things that you don't qualify for. Yeah, and that's true. I've researched this also, but I have seen documentation where. Like there's some prisoners that are going to come before other prisoners. And another thing with Gypsy is when she's doing these evaluations, Gypsy, because of the type of abuse she went through with the grooming and stuff, Gypsy's very good at masking. So it could have easily been that Gypsy talking to that person that's evaluating her or whatever, however it goes, assessing her or whatever, like what she needed may have seemed less desperately needed than other prisoners. And it's because Gypsy, for the longest time, and now she's more vulnerable and can be more vulnerable with people and therapists. But especially just coming into prison, Gypsy was very good at masking emotions, which is why so many people watch these documentaries and they're like, oh my God, she looks like, no, Gypsy learned to mask things, you learn to like just pretend like things are normal almost. So that is not true. Gypsy even taught a class. A class when she was in prison. Gypsy was involved in as much therapy as possible in prison, and I hate that's a misconception and it's a lie that people spread. And you don't have to believe me, but it is a lie. And Gypsy, so much so that Gypsy actually, not only is she in therapy, but she's the one who chose to go to the therapy with Ken. And then she is constantly adding days to her therapy. She loves therapy. It has helped her so much. And I hate that people think that about her because therapy is so important to her. And every time we talk about therapy, she's like, I'm thinking about adding another day. Like, she truly has gained so much from therapy, and people just lie on her, because it's not true. Yeah, that's what pisses me off about Nadatha. I would have never had issues with her if she wasn't so adamant on trying to prove something that she would not know. Because I'm sorry, even if you went to prison with Gypsy, you're not going to know this shit. You're not.
Exactly. And what my thing is, why do you want to push down another person that you want to advocate so bad? If you want her to advocate so bad and you think she's doing it wrong, go tell her how to do it right. Why do you got a bag on her for it?
Well, I'm blocked, so I can't tell her shit.
Not you. I'm talking about Nadatha.
But yeah, it's just sad because that's what people. And I know a lot of people is like, oh, well, so what? If you really want to advocate, you're not going to care about what people are saying. Look, y'all, I'm sorry, but no, anybody shit. Even use me an example, and I try to make it about me. Well, I barely make videos anymore. I'm sure a lot of people might notice that. It's because I am discouraged as fuck. I work my ass off on my videos for them to get violations. I work my ass off to build up multiple accounts for them to be taken down. When you have people that are constantly beating you down, no matter how hard you want to fight to stand back up, sometimes it takes a minute. It really does. And sometimes you almost lose that fire inside of you because it's like people are constantly dogging you the fuck out or constantly being like, oh, you're such a liar. Or, oh my God, you're such a joke. Or they're the first time she ever posted a video about Amelia, for instance, or about Munchausen by proxy, people were in her comment sections like, who are you to be out here? You need to be in therapy, not advocating for this. You need, it's so crazy. And then they invalidate her abuse. I know that's not about prison reform, but I'm just using it as an example too. But she has gone, she has said that she feels like doctors should have to take a course a year long, like an actual credited course, not a week long lesson. Nobody highlighted that point from that interview. Like, she said things in interviews that is definitely awareness. The thing is, people want Gypsy to be the voice, the voice, the lawmaker, and the medical board. They want her to be everything. And they
want her to do it today.
No,
right now, this instant, all of it. Like, she has to be doing all of it right now, and it has to all be done according to how they want it. Like, it's really frustrating when you're trying to do something and you're constantly being bombarded with negativity. Wouldn't you kind of step back and be like, yeah, I'm good?
No, I get it. I think the reason why people are so disappointed with the advocacy is because she has a huge platform.
You would think if they're disappointed, why dog her then constantly when she tries?
No, I haven't seen her advocate. I just say she don't advocate. Now, if she was to make a video right here, right now, and do some advocating, she would have my respect for that.
Girl, what do you think? What do you think?
What do you mean she hasn't advocated? I'm wondering how she hasn't advocated on this.
The first few videos were advocating.
She tried so hard to advocate when she first started this shit, and she got nothing but shit. And then her videos would get violated.
The only advocacy I saw was the Amelia videos she made about, this is my friend Amelia, and I didn't even watch the video, honestly, so I don't know what she said. But when you advocate...
Wait a minute. You didn't even watch it, but you want to comment and say that it wasn't... come on, Skip.
But no, not just that. Munchausen by proxy, too. I mean, she's juggling both, and people are dogging her for both.
There's no I didn't have to watch the video to see if she was advocating or not.
What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't have to watch to know whether or not she was advocating?
Go ahead and finish.
She's advocating for Amelia. She's not advocating for prison reform. She's advocating for...
You gotta start somewhere.
Why can't she advocate for what she wants?
She can.
Why does it gotta be according to what you guys want? Like, that's wild.
That's not advocating. Listen, for prison reform.
You don't get to, but you guys don't get to decide. That's just it.
I didn't hear what you said.
You don't get to decide what kind of advocacy she's doing.
That she could possibly help would be advocating. But not only that, but she was also trying to advocate for Munchausen by proxy. But people say that she never was a victim of that. But then they want her to advocate for that. But she has said things on news. I mean, I can't think off the top of my head, but I made a video about this before, but then it was reported and taken down. But I can try to make it again. Like, I've seen her on multiple interviews talk about prison reform, talk about the things that she knows needs to be changed in prisons, that she would like to be seen changed. And I know that a lot of people say, like, when she says she's limited, okay, to a certain extent, she actually is. She had to get permission to go to San Francisco and do that, you know? That was one thing. Like, she can't get these permissions every other month. You know, she has so many that she can have. You know, and then for Munchausen by proxy, look, at she recently made more videos about her abuse and also talking about it. And guess what people did again? Dogged her the fuck out and said you weren't even abused. This is all lies. It's like. That's why it's like, I get what you're saying, but you have to try to see it from both sides.
I mean, I see where Gypsy's I see it takes a lot of work to put time out of your day to advocate for something. You know, especially with all the backlash that she gets, but
who's to say she's not?
Listen, people are literally saying that she needs to be in therapy, take care of her child, X, Y, Z, B, C, D, T, Q, and do this, and do that, and do prison reform, and advocate. Like, who are you people to address?
This is what I say.
Excuse me?
She has to. I'm not saying
hold on, Skip. I'm talking about the bitch in the comments that is demanding that she do something.
She was going to. Did she tell y'all?
Because guess what?
Give y'all a time limit?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She gets to decide the timeline. Okay? All y'all sitting here saying she needs to do this and I want to see it right now. Fuck you. How about that?
No.
Yeah, how about that?
Remember that
How come she can't come out and heal? How come she can't come out and get reacclimated to the society that she never was allowed to be in?
Period.
First.
Like, who's to say? Y'all don't know what goes on in the background. Y'all have no clue. Like, who's to say? Well, and
it ain't even been a year.
Like, that's my thing. Gypsy said she wanted to advocate, you know? Gypsy's never had a platform before. Gypsy's never been in the real world like this before. it might take her 3 years to really get her foot in the door. It might take her
That's
5
what I'm saying. It might take her 5 or 10. And you know what? That's okay because her timeline is her timeline. I would never tell you, Skip, or Crystal, or Gigi, or Boston, or Bree, or anybody, Dinah, I would never tell any of you, you must heal and do X, Y, and Z on this timeline. Because if you don't, I'm going to invalidate everything you've ever done. Like, that's ridiculous to me.
Because I know this is important to Gypsy, but I also know that Gypsy's going to do it at the right time for her because she has to do it. Everybody, no matter who you are, you should be doing things. You should always come first. You, your family, your priorities, your healing, your transitioning, from prison to here. Like, so when she said, that's what I don't get. When she said she was going to advocate, she never said, I'm going to advocate starting at day one. She never said that. All she said was that she wanted to advocate. That can mean 5 years. I mean,
but she also never said she was going to advocate publicly for the entire world to see. So how y'all know that she's not doing stuff behind the scenes? You don't.
Yeah, but that's all I got to say about that because people are going to disagree just because they want to. But I just feel like they're like I feel like even 20 years down the road, y'all don't have no room to talk. But I'm just saying, like, how do y'all, like, you don't know. Watch 2 years from now, what if Gypsy is just out there hitting the damn streets, hitting the damn prisons, doing the damn thing. And then y'all going to look back and be like, oh, she just wasn't ready yet. Like, I just feel like it's a little soon to be judging her.
I'm not judging.
I have something to say about that too. If it happens in 2 years,
she can do whatever she wants to do, whether she advocates or not. She decides not to do it. That's on her. Cool.
Yeah.
She decides
and people will continue to talk trash about it, which is really
probably
sad.
But if she decides to do it, then God bless her. I hope she makes some waves with her.
I think she will. I know she will actually because I know it's important to her.
I just think the fact I'm just going to speak for myself. I'm tired of speaking for other people. I don't think she owes anybody anything either, Key. I don't think she owes me anything. I don't think she owes anybody anything. I just think that when she said she was going to advocate, I guess people put expectations on her, which maybe they shouldn't have done. They shouldn't have done that. Whatever.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Seriously.
She does have plans to do this on a way bigger level than she has. And I'm telling you, like, people just have to wait, I guess. Like, because it isn't
she's had a lot going on
when she starts, like
she's had a lot going on too, Skip, since the day she got out. Before she
it's been chaos from day one.
That's cool. No, that I get it. I get it. I get it. I just hope that one day, whether today or whether today or
wait, Skip, I'm sorry. Can everybody mute because Skip keeps trying to talk and she cannot get out what she wants to say.
I just think if she starts today or if she starts in 50 years, I just hope she does it because I'm not saying she has to before someone says I'm making it out to be like she has to do anything. I hope she starts advocating for something, anything to make a difference because she has a big platform. She does have a lot of supporters. I think she could make a big difference with something, whether it's prison reform, victim abuse, mental health, all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I'm a big creator, but I got a little bit of waves going on. And I do talk about mental health. And I don't think people should be ashamed of mental health. I don't think it should be, anything like that. Anybody that has a little bit of a platform can do good, can look into
what you just said. Thank you. That's what people need. Like, imagine if more people said what you just said. You hope you think that she can make, those are encouraging words to hear people saying, I think that she can make a huge difference. Like I'm about to call you Key, Skip. That's the type of shit people need to hear. If you
absolutely
hear it, so thank you for saying that.
Yes, thank you, Skip.
Will hear this, and thank you because that means a lot to her. I promise.
It's the truth. She got the biggest platform than everybody, all of us put together. And like I said, I'm not a big content creator. I got people that I can probably influence to do good, or I can, talk about my story, my testimony, my prison stuff and what I'm doing now and the hardships. But I want to focus on juveniles. I want to focus on reforming kids in the system. That's my calling. That's what I'm starting to do. And I know I can make an impact, maybe not that big, but Gypsy's the expectations that people put on this woman to do everything right here, right now. First of all, she just had a baby. I wasn't doing shit when I just had a baby. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you, Skip.
You know,
Exactly.
the expectations. Nobody should put expectations on anybody. People put expectations on me on TikTok. I lost views. I lost all that, and I rebuilt it off of not Gypsy. I rebuilt the shit off of me. And you know, I just think if people stop expecting something from this woman, then there's nothing to talk about no more. And that was the whole reason why I stopped talking about this woman, because
longevity. That's what you're gonna get from this, from you doing you.
There's nothing.
Skip, I promise you, your content is excellent. You don't need Gypsy for views.
No, I don't. I really don't.
You know, and that's just it. Like, that's why I started supporting you, because I saw what you could do without the Gypsy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't need her.
And I was just so excited for that.
I don't.
You have a great personality, Skip. You're hilarious. You know, like you are pretty funny.
Yeah, you are.
No, but seriously, I think, like I said, if it's today or in 50 years from now, I just hope she does something, whether it's a charity. Oh, I'm not even going to say that, because now people are going to say she's going to be scamming. I just think she should do some kind of something, because she has such a big platform, and she could make waves. She could make waves. And I think, just my opinion, if she was to start advocating and ignore all the hate, ignore the negativity that comes with it, I think people would stop talking about her in a bad light. Not saying me, I'm just saying people in general.
Right. But I feel like right now, like after all the hate that she's gotten from trying to do it, like she's attempted it several times and gotten nothing but trash. I mean, wouldn't you want to just kind of like go hide for a little while and lick your wounds? I mean, shit.
Oh yeah, I don't blame her.
Nobody wants to continue to put themselves out there to just get completely trashed.
Yeah, I don't blame her for doing that. I mean, anybody.
I'm not saying that's what she's doing. I'm just saying, if it was me, that's what I'd do.
Anybody who gets hate like that, or backlash, or constantly talked about, yeah, that's going to affect you some kind of way, and that's where the mental health comes into play. And I think, you know, I just really think, when she does decide to step out and do something with her platform, not saying she's not doing something with her platform, but actually start to advocate for something, she is going to get backlash. She will get hate. She will get negative comments, you know, but that's when her support system, that's when the people that care about her the most and people who support advocacy needs to come together and show her that.
Yep, I can tell you this. For the longest time, I heard people say, she needs to do this and she needs to do that. Well, we knew about her donation. She made a very nice donation to Make-A-Wish. We knew about that. We didn't speak on that publicly. And now it's come out that she gave a nice donation to Make-A-Wish. People don't know what goes on behind the scenes, and they talk and they judge. And the whole time she had given a donation to Make-A-Wish. You know what I mean? So there's things behind the scenes that people don't know about.
Yeah, and that's where the expectations are. That's where people put expectations on her. They expect her to post about it. They expect her to show it, because she does show a lot, and I think that's where the expectations come from.
Then they'd say she was bragging about it.
Yeah, that's exactly what's already been said. When she put that out,
and now they're saying she didn't pay enough. She didn't give.
Well, I just want to say this, though, Skip. I know that Gypsy's gonna appreciate you being someone who was in prison, whether you with it with her or not. But like, I know hearing another ex-prisoner say that she can make a difference. So I just want to reiterate that point again and just say thank you for that, because it really does matter. Like, voices like yours, people that were once in prison, like even Nadatha, I'm going to bring up Nadatha again. I'm not going to say I'm negative. I'm saying even Nadatha, her, if she would like flip her negativity and be like, and say like more encouraging things. And I mean, she doesn't have to, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying you need to make a video every day, but I'm just saying, even being in here right now saying what you said, that I promise you that's going to mean a lot to Gypsy. Whether she comes out and says it, it will. It will, because not enough people tell her that. You know, she hears the opposite, and she's
absolutely can make a big difference.
Like this, you know. And so thank you from her. I mean, from me, but in place of her. Thank you for saying that, because not enough people say that, and I know it was genuine. So
it is genuine, and everything I say is genuine. You know, she has 9
that's why I like you, and that's why I didn't like you getting dragged back in that shit. Because I don't know, Skip. I think that you're an amazing content creator. I always did like you, even when I didn't like you. I liked you. You know, I was like, oh God, I want to like her, but like her. But no,
it comes down to
you have a good heart.
She can make a difference because she has so many people watching her. 9 point whatever, I don't know the exact number, watching her content, watching her lives. There's thousands of people watching her when she goes live, and one of those people might be a judge. You don't know. One of it could be a lawyer that wants to take on pro bono cases, or want to get into the legal field, or there might be a doctor watching her, listening to her story, that might, take some empathy and try to make a difference within childcare with, what she went through. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so much reach that this woman has that I don't even know if she knows it. The
That's
reach
what I mean, Skip. I think that a lot of it, she's trying to still understand and like comprehend exactly what reach she does have. She's still so brand new. You got to realize it's just now been almost a year.
I get it. I get it.
She's been out a year, but she's going to just be off parole. So like then that's technically when she's finally free. You know what I mean? It's like a kid getting on a fucking bicycle.
That's what I said. That's why I said if she wants to have a conversation with me, I will have a conversation with her. And it doesn't have to be, I hate you, you hate me. It doesn't have to be about that, because I'm about change. And if somebody comes to me with that big of a platform and is like, hey, what can I do to get a voice out? And it doesn't have to be on TikTok. It don't have to be on fucking TikTok for me to speak with her. It could be a Zoom call for all I care.
Like, I would love to see, just because I like you, and I know, you said things in the past, but I can talk to Gypsy and I can let her know that I know that you're, no matter what you said, you're a genuine person. I don't know whether she will, but I mean, I can always talk to her, because if I would want her to talk to anybody, I would rather it be someone that I know is genuine and gonna lead her in the right direction, because that's what I want, to see for Gypsy is people be genuinely want to help her, not tear her down.
Not use her either. Don't use her. Don't and trash her. Not you. I'm just saying in general, that's what people want, is they want to use her for her platform and tear her down. You know what I mean? Not you. Absolutely not. If I thought that it was a bad idea, I would have broke in already and said something. Don't you worry.
No, I absolutely. No, Gypsy has to wait till she's off parole to talk to me.
Yeah, we know that. We know that, Rogie.
But I absolutely would use her platform to make waves. Absolutely. If I can help Gypsy start somewhere and it can make a change with one person, then I did my job as an advocate.
Yes.
I did my job teaching someone how to do advocacy, and that's what it boils down to. Doesn't matter who you are. Yes. If you want to see change within something, if you want to see change in mental health, then you have to be open to working with everybody that wants change in mental health. If you want change within the prison system, then you have to be open to working with people you might not like to get that change. And I just hope that she can, do something.
Well, I'm definitely going to show this portal live. And I just want to say this, y'all, whoever's in this live, this is the type of lives that people should be having, impactful lives. Okay, y'all? I'm telling y'all, these are more impactful. It doesn't matter how many numbers are in here or not. This is the type of conversations that people should be able to have, grown adults.
Yes, and this was the goal when I started this
Tia
morning.
Lee just entered the building.
I'm sorry, it's still really loud and noisy. Boston, we're fine. Tia Lee and everything's fine there. But I'm sorry it's really loud, but that's exactly what my goal was when I started this morning. This is what I wanted. So thank you very much.
Bree, I just resonated with something that Bree said. You know, I'm not going to speak for the whole TikTok that's against Gypsy, but I will say this. Yes, I have made content about her. Yes, I have made fun of her. I have did my part. And that, like you said, that's not encouraging. It's not encouraging. And for somebody like me who wants to do a change and who wants advocacy for something, anything, it could be fucking the grocery prices. You know, I don't give a fuck anything because she has such a big platform. You know, it is vital. It is vital to push somebody like that to do advocacy work instead of bringing somebody like that down. And it's kicking a dog when it's already down. And, you know, I still have my opinion on her, but I'm able to put my opinion to the side to get her to start somewhere. I'm able to put my opinion to the side and get her to where she could be with her platform, with anything she wants to do. And who knows, maybe fuck.
You care about human beings more than you care about drama.
I do. I think, and who fucking knows? Maybe Gypsy could become my fucking best friend. Brio, watch out.
No, actually, she's my best friend, so.
You get what I'm saying? You never know. You never know the network and the connections.
Is one of the sweetest people I've ever met. But we're not going to get into that because that's something I feel like people need to learn on their own.
It was a joke. It was just a joke. But
I know.
What I'm saying is it's all about networking. It's all about coming together and doing and making a change. You know, put all the bullshit to the side, okay? Put it all to the side. You think she was abused or not, put that to the side. She did her time in prison. And I say this all the time. She's not going back to prison for this crime. She will never go back to prison. And it is what it is. She did her time.
And there's no federal charges pending. And there's no other nothing. Like, knock it off with that shit. Sorry, I had to say it.
But why not? Let's see something from this. That's what I've been trying to say. Like, let's see.
It's absolutely critical to.
Can I ask?
Wait, go ahead. Let's get finished and then you can go.
It's absolutely critical.
Okay.
To encourage somebody to do better instead of doing worse, you know? And I think right now is a good time because I like I said, the only reason why I talked about Gypsy was because of what she said. Now I'm not going to keep going because I don't care, but I think if people started, we've all talked about it. There's no more to talk about Gypsy. There's nothing else to say about Gypsy. So now instead of talking about Gypsy, let's figure out ways where we can do advocacy. Y'all talk about wanting her to advocate so bad. Well, why don't you advocate too?
Period.
Let's find out. Let's find out, Skip. I'm down.
I'm serious.
Tell me what to do. No, I'm dead serious too. I got all the time in the world. Let's advocate.
Like this could be huge. There's so many children out there that are growing up to be criminals, who are growing up selling rugs and murdering their kids their friends in high school because the way they're growing up, they don't have a big sister, they don't have someone that they can talk to, they don't have that outlet. And there's a lot. It's the younger women that are having these issues.
Absolutely.
The men are taken care of. And I really think all of us on TikTok, if we can, instead of making a video about Gypsy, let's make a video about helping something. Instead of making a 2-minute video about Gypsy, can we please talk about the healthcare in prisons? Or can we please talk about how 59 million people in the USA is diagnosed with a mental health disorder? Let's talk about
how it takes 7 times for an abuse victim to leave their abuser.
Exactly, and don't even
grooming.
About Gypsy.
That's an important subject. Grooming.
And don't even
talk about grooming.
We just
Planting your phone is loud.
You just genuinely talk about grooming instead of saying Gypsy was groomed. You just talk about grooming. Take Gypsy out of the equation, and maybe she'll see the impact everybody's doing, and you know, maybe she'll be like, maybe one day she'll wake up and see Bree got 1 million views on her advocacy video, and maybe she'll wake up and be like, you know what, maybe I should make a. This lady talked about this topic. I got a lot to say about that.
Yeah. What, Mama Rube, what you wanted to say?
I was gonna say maybe. Oh, I was saying like maybe we could even involve her so that she knows how to start. Maybe needs that push. Maybe she doesn't know where to start from. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna ask Bree if you don't mind. So instead of her like jumping into like prison reform and all that, if that's what she chooses to do, again, you know, this is gonna be down the road considering she just had a baby and stuff. And it's if she decides to do it. Why doesn't she look into doing like, because I think she would be good at it, doing like something about medical, like medical malpractice, or like giving a voice to kids that otherwise wouldn't have a voice?
Her passion, I'll tell you this, she wants to do that, but she really is passionate about prison reform. We've talked about this. Like, it might not seem like it to y'all,